What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Episode 30 of the Texans franchise. And today, guys, we got our divisional matchup with the Bengals. Last episode, of course, we had a tremendous comeback. Down 21-0 at the half. We rally back and end up scoring 35 unanswered points with a big help from Derek Stingley on the defense. Stingley with 3 interceptions. And, of course, Desmond King with the pick 6 in between to seal the fate of the Jaguars. But this week we got a much tougher matchup. The Bengals are superior in every category to our team, 87 across the board. It's going to be a tough matchup, and we got to go on the road for it. Let's take a look at this Bengals team, because we have not met them yet, and see what they're working with. They are, of course, led by Joe Burrow, who is a 99 overall in this game. He's got the X factor, and of course, he is going to be a problem for us today. The best quarterback I think we've faced so far on this channel. I don't know if we've faced a 99 overall quarterback yet. And he's got a lot of 99s. Look at this, 98 deep, 99 medium, 99 short, 99 awareness, 98 throw under pressure, 94 throw on the run. Absolute animal at quarterback. And of course, we know he's got some weapons. One of those weapons is Joe Mixon, who is a 97 overall. Stephen Glover right behind him as the 2-back. And then Raheem Blackshear as the 3rd running back. They've got a 99 overall receiver in Jamar Chase. Tyler Boyd still here at 29 and 86 overall. Tremaine Cox, 2nd-year player out of Alabama. Zach Church, another 2nd-year player. And Trey Nixon fills out the wide receiver core. And now we see who Gavin Peak is. He was one of the Rookie of the Year candidates. He is a tight end, 6'6", 237. He's an X Factor. Grab and smash for an X Factor ability. My gosh. 88 catching, 88 speed, 91 excel. Wow. A beast of a tight end. The offensive line looks pretty good. Jonah Williams, Cordell Volson, Caesar Roman, a rookie in the middle. Alex Kappa, and Lael Collins. They also have some pretty good depth pieces here with Max Gregory and Devontae McLean as rookies and 2nd-year guys. Defensively, Sam Hubbard is still here at the left end position. Trey Hendrickson. In the middle, they have DJ Reader, who's now a 91, and BJ Hill at an 86. Jack McKinley playing outside linebacker, definitely an area of weakness for them. Chris Barnes in the middle alongside a rookie, Davon Mitchell. And then Logan Wilson playing right outside at a 90 overall. And now we're starting to see the areas where we could attack this team. Chidobe Awuzie is an 87. We know he was leading the league with interceptions. He has partnered with Mike Hilton, who appears to be injured right now. He's going to miss this week. He'll return if they advance this week for the championship game. Which means it's going to be on Cam Taylor-Britt and Jeremy Kilroy, the 2nd-year player, to fill in the gaps in the 2nd and 3rd spot, and we'll see some Raleigh Texada. Did I say that right? Raleigh Texada? Oh, I don't know. Jesse Bates here along with CJ Gardner-Johnson, the former Eagle. They have so many safeties here. I think what I'm going to do this offseason is if they don't release any of these guys, I'm going to make sure that these guys get sent elsewhere. I don't know how I'm going to work that yet, but this is not normal. They have 4 safeties at an 80 or above. That's just not something that they should have. But either way, it looks like corner and their outside linebacker for McKinley is the areas of weakness. Everywhere else, they seem to be pretty loaded. It's going to be a tough matchup, of course. Are we going to be able to control that wide receiver group, which seems to be even more deadlier than that of the Jaguars? Maybe because of the fact that Joe Burrow is here. Not that Lawrence isn't good, but Burrow a 97 overall, 99 with the morale boost and the TMP and the scheme fit. This is going to be a very tough matchup for this defense. We do end up getting a couple of upgrades from that training, so let's check those out. Oh, wow, we get quite a few. Kenyon Green going to get one. And we are going to go Agile. Damian Pierce is going to get one as well. That's big. And we're going to go Elusive Back. I want to try and make him an Elusive Back. 2 awareness, 2 change of direction, and a spin move. Alfonso Redmond also getting one. We're going to try to balance out that power rush a little bit with him. And Ladarius Grimes is going to get one. That's a big part here. I feel like I want to play him a little bit this week. We're going to give that the pass coverage. Keep that up. We are still playing without Dre Greenlaw. Last week's injury that he suffered during the game is going to keep him out till the Super Bowl if we make it. So a tough loss there. It's going to be on Josh Barton and, of course, Ladarius Grimes to step up. And then Nate Davis is still out for a week. On the road for the division matchup, Zach Taylor leading these Bengals out, and I decided to give these guys the all-whites, and we are going to wear the red alternative uniforms. You know I love these things, and I wanted to make sure we got to wear them at least one more time, and why not take a look at the white uniforms of the Bengals? I think some of the best alternates that are in the league right now. This week, we've got to make sure that we are on top of things. We cannot come out here flat-footed like we did last week. We've got to make sure that we're keeping up, because not every game is going to be a game that we can come back from. So hopefully we can open things up a little bit better, but it's going to come down to, can we keep up with the firepower of Joe Burrow and this offense? Guys like Gavin Peak there, the rookie tight end, of course, Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd. So many weapons on this field. 34 touchdowns to 10 interceptions, just shy of 5,000 passing yards on the season. Man, I love these all whites, man. Do they not look super clean? They really do. But hopefully, we can look past the awesome uniforms and get off to a good start here. 1st and 10, they're going to go 4 receiver set right away. Burrow dropping back. He's got somebody deep right away, and it's incomplete. Great coverage downfield from Petrie working against Jamar Chase. And 2nd and 10. Burrow going to stick with the air. Lets it go over the middle. Caught short by Boyd and out to the 30. And again with the pass over the middle. Caught. And he is out across the 45 to the 49. And wow, look at that. Burrow's literally already in his X Factor. Handoff to Mixon up the middle. And Mixon gets a big chunk of 7. Burrow. Another dump off to Mixon and another 1st down. Man, this is looking very, very similar to last episode. Handoff Mixon, but this time the running game is even working as Mixon refusing to go down to the 20-yard line. A huge pickup. Just a simple little inside zone. He breaks free from Devin White. Breaking free as well from, I don't know who that was, shoving Bonner to the ground. And finally, getting brought down by a whole gang of defenders. But that was a big run. 1st and 10 now at the 20-yard line. 3 tight ends set all to the left side. Burrow still going to throw out of it. A quick throw underneath to Peak the tight end. And he's going to come up just shy at the 11. Burrow, I can't believe this man is already in his zone. That's not even fair. Handoff. And we got the stop. Excellent job up front. Devin White leading the charge. Can we do it a 2nd time in a row? Handoff. Mixon. No, he gets plenty of blocking. And he's down to the 6-yard line. 4 carries, 30 yards on this opening drive. Not a good way to start. 1st and goal, I formation. They go back to the ground. And that time, it's Devin White again, and now Patrick Queen is hurt. That's the 2nd linebacker that we've missed. And now it's up to the 2 second-year guys to step in with White. Josh Barton and Ladarius Grimes. 2nd and goal, blitz is coming, picked up nicely, and a fire right into Chase, and it's a touchdown. That slant route working wonders against Stingley. We need Gilbert to come out with a little bit more urgency than he started with last week. 1st down. And we're going to start off with the ground game once again, and that goes for a loss of 1. Shotgun here on 2nd. We're going to throw it. Gilbert looking short for Walsh. He makes the catch, and he's going to stretch out and get the 1st down. Much better getting the 1st down on that play than in like the 2nd or 3rd quarter like last week. As he'll throw it short to Pierce, and Pierce able to make something out of it. Gets all the way out to the 44, pickup of 8. quick throw over the top. Slayton makes the catch. What a play. Darius Slayton going up and getting it for a big play of 25 yards. Man, Gilbert knew he wanted to go to him right away. And good thing he did. First down, we're at the 31. Handoff, Pierce, who runs away from the wide open lane. Come on, man. You had an opening. You can't run that way. 2nd and 8. Gilbert rolling right into the sack. Oh my gosh. It seems like sometimes as soon as we start rolling, we lose focus. 3rd and 15 now after 2 back-to-back horrible plays. Gilbert steps up. He's going to throw it away. And now we're going to try a super long field goal. 53 and a half yards. And he hits the upright. You've got to be kidding me. Well, we had a much better attempt, but the same outcome, unfortunately. We end up missing a field goal as the last game, and now it's handoff to Mixon, who somehow gets brought down. It's Tremaine Cox now injured. That is the second-year receiver. But, yeah, gain of 1. I thought he was going to break free there. Luckily, we had more people up to help. 2nd and 9. Another handoff to Mixon, cuts it back right side, and he runs into some trouble after a gain of 2. 3rd and 7. Burrow, is he just going to stay in his X Factor all game long? Is that how this works? Oh, man. Boyd working against King. He definitely got the better of King on that play. Looks like he had a little outbreaking route, and he sold it upfield enough. King gets trailed off behind him. First down. Burrow, quick drop back, lets it go inside again to Chase, and it's caught down to the 30. They're going to mark him at the 29-yard line. 2:21 and ticking to go in this first quarter. Quick throw, and it's incomplete. Looked like maybe a RPO there. It just did not go the same way that they were expecting. I think Burrow saw something the receiver didn't catch on. Burrow, quick show outside to Boyd, and Boyd gets 4. Little short route there. I think that was that little in-out route. 3rd and 6. Quick drop back again. Burrow's got somebody. It's Boyd open down inside the 10, and he's finally dropped at the 8-yard line. Man, them crossing routes are just killing us right now. 1st and goal. Handoff, Mixon. Nobody there, and he almost goes in untouched, but luckily I think it was Petrie came flying in to make the stop. I thought that was going to be a touchdown. But they'll just score on the next play anyway and make it a 13-0 game. Down 14-0 before the end of the first. We're going to hand it off to Pierce. We cannot keep opening up games like this in the playoffs. Down 14-0. We're going to go empty set here. Gilbert throws it short, almost throwing an interception. We started off so good on the first drive. And then it just fizzled out. Bad play call, or not even bad plays, they're just dumb decisions. Gilbert's going to take off. He'll get the first down and more as he's out to the 46. I wish you would slide, man. You slide in the worst situations and don't slide in the worst situations. Like, you just can't get it right. Well, at least we get the first down, though, so I'm not going to complain too much. 1st and 10. Gilbert steps up, lets it go short. Go back to the air, a big drop back. Gilbert already under pressure, and he's going to throw it away. 3rd and 9. Blitz is coming. It's picked up enough. He fires, and it is incomplete. 1st and 10 for Burrow. Play action. Burrow going deep. He gets it as he throws, and it's still caught. How? How are they getting away with this? They got to the other side of midfield in one play. Burrow going deep again to the end zone. Touchdown. It's Jamar Chase. We find ourselves down 21-0 yet again. I don't know why this keeps happening to us. Another fake handoff. Throw over the middle. It's caught. Nico Collins with the catch. Play action. Gilbert throwing it to Pierce. Pierce trying to break free, but he can't. Ended up being a gain of 6. Really thought he was going to break free from that one. That was a weird situation for him not to break that one. 2nd and 4. Steps up, fires, open as Poe. Down inside the 40. Gilbert steps up. Another check down to Pierce. And again, he can't break the open field tackle. Come on, Pierce, man, you got to be able to break those. 2nd and 10. Sweet checks in. We're going to go back to the air. Under pressure. Gilbert's going to take off with it. Plenty of room. Inside the 20, inside the 15, and shoved down at the 13. Another big conversion. And now we're going to air it out here. 5 wide, empty backfield. Gilbert, quick throw. Walsh outside, fighting his way towards the first down marker, but he'll be marked a yard shy at the 4. 2nd and 1. Quick throw. Over the middle, Walsh for the touchdown, and will answer back before halftime this week. So that's a good thing. Joe Burrow is literally still in his X factor. How is this man? I mean, I guess he threw a touchdown on the last drive, so it makes sense, but my God, this should be illegal. Nice stop there on the ground by our defense, but Burrow dropping back. He's got plenty of time, and he's got another wide open receiver. My gosh. We are getting picked apart again. Burrow outside, open, and it's 7 again, man. This guy cannot be stopped. Tremaine Cox just killing us. Handoff, Mixon, and he gets the first, breaking free from both Harris and Williams before being brought down at the 45. Man, that was some powerful running. Little misdirection, and it does not work. McManus slows him down, and Fletcher Cox brings him down. Burrow letting it go outside. It's caught, and we do a good job of rallying and forcing the 4th. And they're going to go for it anyway. We finally get a stop. Finally. First one of the day, and they're going to go for it. My God. Burrow throwing it deep, and we get this stop again. Big play looking for Mixon, and we will get the turnover on downs. Huge play there. That's a big swing for us. All right, so last drive out, we got our first touchdown. Now the defense responding with a 4 and out. Last play before the 2-minute warning, and Gilbert's going to get out of there just in time and slide at the 39. Gilbert almost got hit, but he gets rid of it just in the nick of time, but it goes incomplete. Got to get some separation. These receivers have got to find a way to make plays against these DBs. Oh my God. You've got to be kidding me. 1 step forward and 5 steps back. We cannot get out of our own way sometimes. Short throw, end zone, touchdown. That was pretty easy for him. Hayden Hurst, the veteran tight end. I don't know why you think you can walk out here with a strut like that, dude. You see the way he was strutting out in the field? Who do you think you are, man? Do you look at the scoreboard? And you're going to do that? Oh my gosh. I'm starting not to like Dylan Gilbert, guys. This is crazy. Come on, man. Do something good. There we go. Let's end this half at least on a positive note here. All right, I'm not expecting us to drive all the way down and score, but can we at least end with some nice, consistent gains with this offense here? We know we've got it in the tank. There we go. Another nice quick throw. Poe makes the catch. We'll call that second timeout. We do at least get to open up the half with the ball. Gilbert taking a big drop back and lets it go to Walsh. And that's going to... Are we going to burn our last timeout? No, we're not. Okay, we're going to try and throw it one more time and then call timeout. Is that what's happening? Gilbert. Come on, dude. Can we get points out of this? Let's see. 4 seconds left. It's a just a 57-yarder. Nothing to worry about. Oh shit, he hit it. Oh, look at that. So we're going to come back out here in the second half. And like I said before, we get to open things up on offense. As Gilbert right away is going to run 10 yards, 15 yards. Oh my God, this guy is driving me nuts. He just ran literally 12 yards backwards to take a sack. This is insane. And our first drive of the second half is pretty much already toasted. We haven't been able to find anybody downfield. And, man. You gonna do something? No? Oh, yeah, dump it down. That's what we should do. 2nd and inches. Burrow taking a big drop back under pressure. He launches this thing up deep, and Chase makes the catch. Wow. I mean, was there even any type of defense played there? That's against Stingley, too. No, that's not. It's Petrie. We're playing cover 2. I mean, Petrie just stood there. He didn't even try to jump for it. 1st and 10. We're back out on offense. Now down by 25. Gilbert. Now you want to find somebody. Okay, well, that's good. And this is different than last game. See, last game it seemed like we couldn't find somebody open, and we were trying. This game, oh, there's a big run from Pierce. It just seems like Gilbert is frantic, you know? He's running around the pocket. He's running into sacks. He's running backwards. He's throwing it away really before he has to. He's checking it down when he shouldn't. There we go. That was another nice throw. But then we have glimpses of this where he's like the first drive. I mean, he lofted it up immediately. Very, very aggressive to Slayton, and it worked. It just seems like we have a different quarterback playing for us right now since that first drive. But again, even on that first drive, he showed the same things towards the end of the drive. And there's another nice throw, that time to Poe. Just these hitch routes is what's getting us down the field. Now Poe's lit up. Another underneath route to Poe. And this time he'll get another first. There we go. But now this is where we've faltered a lot. Can we finish this drive? Gilbert underneath. Walsh, and he fumbles. Jesus Christ. Come on. No. Wow. We are not meant to win this game, guys. This is part of that slider situation that I've been referring to. I thought this was due to like an advance, but I'm going to tell you guys, man, whatever the last patch was, I feel like it has completely messed up the scrambling quarterbacks. Because I'm seeing this pattern between this file and also the RFL file. All of our scramblers are just playing really stupid right now. They're doing that erratic thing where Gilbert really wasn't doing that before. You know, before the file corruption issue, he was never doing that. So I don't know if there was like some update or something, because every year there's different quarterbacks that are good. There's certain archetypes that you just can't use no matter what you do. And it's been Scrambler has been a good one for about 2 years now, and now it seems like it's the opposite. It's a very weird dynamic that this game has. It really is. Let's see what we do here. We're going to hand it off to Sweet. And he can't get anything. Gilbert finally takes off and runs it. And he ran into the pressure. There was nobody there till the end zone. Look at this field. Look at this field. I saw this from not even paying attention. Look at this. Look at this opening. Where are you running? Where are you going? What? That is easily, at the very least, you are getting down to this area before you have to get tackled or slide. You run completely sideways into... I'm just gonna sim the rest of this game, guys, because it's completely insane what we're watching right now. But I mean, the game is over. There's no point in continue to watch it. There's no way we're gonna come back from this. Yeah, man, I really don't know. That's part of the reason I actually intended on having this video, or the last video, uploaded on Friday. So that was my plan, and then we had just complete chaos with the sliders in the RFL, and I was working on that for most of the week, and of course it affected the Texans franchise, and I just don't really know what to do to fix it, guys. I don't even think it's a slider issue, because we were seeing this. We were trying all Madden, we were doing all pro, we were doing different, like we were doing base sliders, we were doing slider sets, and everything we looked at, we were seeing the same exact problems. So I don't even know if there is a way to fix it, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, I mean, like I was saying at the end there, you know, this game has got a lot of issues this year. I've seen it throughout, not only this franchise, which I have found a little bit better success with, but also the RFL, which I know I've mentioned quite a bit for good reason, and we play the same way. So a lot of the same tendencies that usually apply to this game or this franchise apply to that one. And there's a big issue going on right now with the sliders. Or not with the sliders. I should stop saying that. There's a big issue going on with the coding this year. Much bigger than it was last year. Much bigger than it was at the beginning of the year. I don't really know why this game keeps doing the things that it's doing and destroying the actual gameplay that is good for this game year in and year out. It literally happens every year. The beta will be good, and then the release is crap. Or the beta is good and the release is good, and then a bunch of crybabies cry on Twitter until they change a bunch of crap and they put out these patches saying it's fixing something, and it makes the entire gameplay worse. The scramblers right now are playing absolutely stupid, and I'm trying my darndest to find something that works for them, because we're having the same problem in the RFL where just scramblers are just not playing the way they should be. They're not playing the way they were last year. And really, they weren't playing the way they were just 3 weeks ago in this exact game. So something changed. You know, they put all these patch notes and they say they didn't fix anything here. They didn't touch this or they touch that, but they do. All right, there is no doubt in my mind that they touch this stuff without us even knowing. And they don't announce it, but they change things in the coding. They change things in how the game plays. And it leads to these kind of situations. So it's frustrating, you know, because you can just see how frantic Dylan Gilbert is now. And now, instead of it being interceptions after interception, like it was on the All Madden set, now it's just he's playing stupid. We've seen it 2 weeks in a row. Last week he snapped out of it, which was good. This week he just couldn't. And maybe that's from the defense. I don't know. But hopefully we can bring a good enough team in here, and maybe we can try and do more running next year to take some of the pressure off of Gilbert and not try to make him throw so much. But that's going to be the end of our season. Bengals send us packing on divisional round 42-17. And with that, let's go ahead and let's take a look here and see who ends up making the big dance. And look at that. It ended up being the Bills like I thought it would, getting out of that matchup with the Browns, and the Bengals end up sending them home as well. And then the Commanders keep their number 1 seed all the way through, and it's going to be a Commanders versus Bengals Super Bowl. Let's see if any of our players made the Pro Bowl. Oh, Gilbert made the Pro Bowl, huh? Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure that that's normal. How fitting. I'm just going to go down this list here and see if I find anybody from our team on this list. You guys, of course, feel free to look. Oh, Alex Poe made it. That's awesome. Leo Walsh made it. Tunsil made it. Jenkins made it. Desmond King ends up making it. Frank Bonner made the Pro Bowl? Wow, I did not expect that. So we actually had quite a few guys make the Pro Bowl this year. And now let's take a look at the upgrade players now that the yearly awards have been announced and the Pro Bowl rosters, and see if we got anybody to get some upgrades. The only one is Dylan Gilbert. And honestly, I'm going to put it towards field general. I'm going to see if that fixes them. So Dylan Gilbert ends up getting superstar development from that Pro Bowl appearance. Poe keeps his, of course. Leo Walsh goes to superstar. That is awesome. And then on the defensive side of the ball, oh man, it looks like Grenard lost it. Didn't he not have Superstar? I thought he did. Yeah, he did. He went down to Star Dev. But Greedy Williams has moved up to Superstar now. That is a big deal. That is a big deal because now we have 2 Superstar corners. Did Greenlaw? I think Greenlaw, did he not have Superstar? He did, and he went down to Star. That's unfortunate. And I'm not going to be giving myself, you know, Star Devs and whatnot back. Like, if I lose them, I'm just going to accept that because I think the game does do a decent job. If somebody doesn't perform within a certain portion of their category or in their position, they should not keep that type of momentum. So I do agree with some of these, especially when they're like not older players, but guys who are not exactly like young up and coming superstars like Stingley, right? But a guy like Greenlaw who's been around the block, if he doesn't have the best season, he should not keep that superstar ability. So I'm going to leave that off of him. I'm not going to give that back to him. I think it's a good decision, even for Grenard, as much as I like Grenard. But overall, I think we had a pretty successful season. Yes, of course, it was frustrating as hell to watch us get our butts whooped in that division game. But we knew going into it that this wasn't a team that we could see riding all the way to the Super Bowl. You know, it's not there yet. But this is a great first step for us in our journey to get a championship for Houston. And here are the staff moves. So Cliff Kingsbury made it a couple more years in our world, and he was fired this season, though, from the Cardinals, along with the rest of the coaching staff. Nick Gregory was fired as the offensive coordinator for the Chargers. Let's see. Arthur Smith fired as the head coach of the Falcons. Robert Saleh was also fired. Josh Morton was fired. David Brown was fired. Mike Tomlin was fired. Justin King and Andre Weaver. And just a little quick recap, and to find out, the Bengals ended up going on to win the Super Bowl, which at least, you know, if we got knocked out, at least it was by the Super Bowl champions. Joe Burrow took home Super Bowl MVP. Patrick Mahomes, of course, the MVP. Andre Weaver, oh, that was from earlier this year. So Weaver was fired from the Panthers, but then hired by the Jets. And he ended up getting Coach of the Year. Wow. Okay. Kareem Hunt, Offensive Player. Nick Bosa, Defensive Player. Theo Calhoun of the Commanders gets Rookie of the Year for offense. And Gilbert Harris gets it for the defense. We can also take a look at the retirements before we end this video. Now, I do like to get to the free agency period before we end the video because the re-signings and stuff are really just filler. So might as well just get it out of the way now. And then we'll do the free agency, of course, and the draft on the next video. So right at the top of the list, you can see Fletcher Cox has decided to retire. So there is no deciding whether or not we want to re-sign him. He is going to hang it up after 13 years. Harrison Smith joining him. Bobby Wagner, Chandler Jones, Aaron Rodgers, John Feliciano, Mark Glowinski, Micah Hyde, Jimmy Ward, Ryan Tannehill, Khalil Mack, Michael Burton, Lane Johnson, Teron Armstead, Jordan Poyer, Sam Martin. There's a lot of people. Patrick Peterson, Russell Wilson, Von Miller, Eric Fisher, Danico Autry, Anthony Barr, J.J. Watt, Matt Paradise, Cornelius Lucas III, Taysom Hill, thank God, get him out of here, David Quessenberry, and now it's starting to get to the guys that aren't the most. Brandon Graham's pretty well known, but Akeem Hicks. So a lot of new faces are going to be around this league after some of the guys that just retired. That is exciting to see. And now let's take a look at the guys that we have held off on. And yes, like I thought, Obo is just not the guy that we really want anymore. I definitely want to see what is available in free agency before we decide if we want to bring him back or not. So we're going to go ahead and let him test. Ashawn Robinson, still a 77, which is good to see. But I still think it's important for us to see what Redmond and Broussard have. So I am going to let him hit free agency as well. Trey Hopkins falling to a 67, which means that his time with us is over. Antoine Brooks, I want to see what's available in free agency before we decide to sign him to a 2-year deal. Jerry Jacobs, I just think there's better players out there for us, so we're going to let him go. And that's everybody. So not too many decisions to make here. And there we have it, guys. That is going to be the end of episode 30. Tough loss, but hey, we made our first playoff appearance. We ended up winning our first playoff game, and we just got beat down by the eventual Super Bowl champions. You guys know what time that is. That means it is off-season time. Next episode is going to be the off-season, and I'm thinking eventually here, guys, I would like to do like a live stream, especially for an off-season, so where we can get some input. Maybe if some guys want to come through and chit-chat and ask questions, I'd love to be able to do something like that. So let me know down below if that would be something that you would be interested in doing. Of course, it would take a couple of hours, but I don't know. I figured now that the channel is starting to go in a good direction. I mean, when I started this series, I think I had like 400 subscribers. Now that has doubled. We're up above 800 now. We're closing in on that 1,000 goal that I have in my head. And I just think it'd be an awesome time to be able to maybe talk with you guys a little bit more and for you guys to know more about me. So let me know down below if you find that to be interesting. And if so, maybe we'll shoot for a time, maybe next season, to do the first live stream on the channel. But anyways, that's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that sub button if you're not already, turn that bell notification on so you know when I upload some Texans content or some other type of content, and I'll see you guys next time.